trying to point to the ground of being as opposed to the world. And what does Moses try and comprehend?
And it's a paradox, as you said. It's so interesting, because a paradox is pointing the way to that. That's sort of, you talked, I think, in your lecture at Ralston about the idea that the parables in the New Testament are basically Zen koans, right?
Yeah.
They're paradoxes that are designed to produce a state of insight, and that's the grip of imagination by relevance realization and a pointer to something that's beyond at the same time.
Exactly. You get gripped by the paradox. And does Moses try to comprehend it? No, he takes off his shoes and he goes into reverence.
Right. That's why he takes off his shoes.
Yes.
Because he knows he's standing on holy ground.
And so the attempt to name is abandoned. Even that doesn't mean you stop naming. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, that would be the abandonment of sanity in some real sense.
But there's a moment when the relevance realization, can point to its own irrelevance when you are trying to not grip anything.
Yeah.
You're trying to be opened to the ground of everything.
Right.
So that's how I would answer.
And then the utility, so now the utility of being open to the ground of everything, let me lay this out. You tell me what you think about this.
Okay.
So you might say, well, does everything have to converge on one? That's the monotheistic question in some real sense. Well, let's say, forget that question for a minute. Let's look at the alternative. Things don't converge.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the psychological state associated with non-convergence? Well, there's two. If I have a multitude of goals, and if they're a multitude, that means they conflict, because if they didn't conflict, they'd be a unity. So I have a multitude of goals. Okay, so that's an entropy problem, and I'm going to be chaotic, confused, and anxious as